You want to make extra money. You've heard AI can help. But every time you search for answers, you end up with the same recycled list of tools that either cost a fortune, take weeks to learn, or just don't deliver what they promise. So in this video, I'm going to cut through all of that. I'm going to show you the AI tools that are actually worth using for side hustles in 2026, what they do, how people are using them to earn real money, and which ones you can start with today. Let's get into it. Here's the problem with most AI tool content online. It's written by people who've never actually used the tools to make money. They list 15 options, give you a one-line description of each, and leave you no clearer on what to actually do. So I want to approach this differently. Instead of a long list, I'm going to focus on a small number of tools that fit into real, proven side hustle models. Tools you can combine into an actual workflow that generates income. Because an AI tool on its own isn't a side hustle. It's what you do with it that matters. Before we talk tools, let's talk about the side hustles themselves. Because the tool should follow the hustle, not the other way around. The side hustles that AI supercharges most effectively right now fall into a few clear categories. Content creation, YouTube channels, blogs, newsletters, and social media accounts. AI handles the heavy lifting of writing, voiceovers, and editing, so one person can produce what used to take a full team. Freelance services, offering writing, graphic design, video editing, or copywriting to clients with AI dramatically speeding up your output and lowering your costs. Digital products, ebooks, templates, guides, and courses. AI helps you create them faster and market them more effectively. Affiliate marketing, recommending tools and products online and earning a commission when people buy. AI helps you create the content that drives those recommendations. Now let's match the right tools to each of these. For content creation, 11 Labs. If you're building any kind of content that involves a voiceover, YouTube videos, podcasts, audiobooks, or online courses, 11 Labs is the tool that makes it possible without a microphone or a recording studio. The voices are genuinely human sounding. You paste in your script, choose a voice, and export broadcast quality audio in minutes. For faceless YouTube channels in particular, this has completely changed what's possible for solo creators. For anyone building a content business on their own, that's not a small thing. It means you can produce a professional voiceover at midnight in your spare room with no equipment and no experience. The barrier that used to stop most people from starting doesn't exist anymore. There's a free plan to get started, and the paid plans are affordable enough that the first affiliate sale or monetization payment more than covers the cost. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to try it. For video production, InVideo AI. Once you have your audio, you need visuals. InVideo AI takes your script, pairs it with stock footage, adds captions and background music, and produces a complete video, all without you touching a timeline. It's not perfect straight out of the box, and you'll want to refine the output. But for getting a video from script to screen in a fraction of the usual time, it's one of the most practical tools available right now. Again, link in the description. For freelance writing and copywriting, ChatGPT or Claude. If you're offering writing services as a freelancer, AI writing tools don't replace your value, they multiply it. A piece of work that used to take 3 hours can now take 45 minutes. That means you can take on more clients, charge competitive rates, and still have time left over. The key is learning to use these tools as a collaborator rather than just hitting generate and hoping for the best. The people making real money from AI-assisted freelancing are the ones who know how to refine, direct, and add their own layer of quality on top. Think of it this way. A client isn't paying you for the time you spend typing. They're paying for the outcome. A well-written piece that does what it's supposed to do. AI gets you to a strong first draft faster. Your judgment, your editing, and your understanding of the brief is what turns that draft into something worth paying for. That's a skill, and it's one that becomes more valuable the better you get at it. For digital products, Canva. Canva has had AI features built in for a while now, and for creating ebooks, templates, lead magnets, and course materials, it remains one of the easiest tools available. You don't need design experience, you need a good idea and the willingness to put it together. What often gets overlooked with Canva is just how broad the product range is. You're not limited to ebooks. You can create social media template packs, business planning worksheets, resume templates, meal planners, budgeting spreadsheets. Anything that solves a specific problem for a specific person has the potential to sell. The platforms are already there. Etsy, Gumroad, Creative Market. The audience is already searching. Your job is to create something genuinely useful and present it well. A well-designed template sold once on a platform like Etsy or Gumroad can keep earning for months with no ongoing effort. That's the kind of income worth building. Having the tools is one thing. Having a workflow is what actually generates income. Here's a simple example of how these tools fit together into a real side hustle. You decide to start a faceless YouTube channel in a niche you know something about: personal finance, fitness, productivity, whatever resonates with you. You use an AI writing tool to research and draft your scripts, 11 Labs to generate the voiceover audio, InVideo AI to build a video, and Canva to design the thumbnail. You publish consistently. In the early months, the focus is simply on building the library: 10 videos, 20 videos, each one adding to your presence on the platform and giving the algorithm more to work with. As the channel grows, you apply for the YouTube Partner Program and start earning ad revenue. You add affiliate links for the tools you use and mention in your videos. Eventually, you create a simple digital product, a guide or a template, and sell it to your audience. At that point, you have 3 income streams running from a single content operation: ad revenue, affiliate commissions, and digital product sales. Each one compounding as the channel grows. That's not a fantasy. That's a real business model that thousands of people are building right now. The difference between the ones who succeed and the ones who don't is almost always consistency over time. A few honest warnings before you dive in. AI tools don't replace strategy. The tool is only as good as the idea behind it. Spending $100 a month on AI subscriptions won't help if you don't have a clear plan for how you're going to make money. Free plans have limits. Most of the tools I've mentioned have free tiers, but if you're serious about building a side hustle, you'll hit those limits quickly. Budget for the tools that are earning their keep. Quality still matters. AI speeds up production, but it doesn't guarantee quality. The side hustles that survive long-term are the ones where the creator puts in the work to make the output genuinely good, not just fast. The side hustles worth building in 2026 are the ones that use AI to do the heavy lifting, so you can focus on strategy, quality, and consistency. The tools I've covered today are a starting point, not a complete list. As the space evolves, so will the options. But the fundamentals don't change. Find a model that works, use the best tools available, and show up consistently. If you found this useful, subscribe, because this channel is built around exactly this kind of content: practical AI tools, honest strategies, and real ways to build income online. I'll see you in the next one.